our first Coach of the Year is a coach from a round that is perhaps one of my favorites. I know we are not supposed to have favorites, but we all probably do. And I've had the great fortune of being at this round for the last 4 years. And I know that this coach has been at all 4 of those rounds. I believe he started with us in 2016. And in that time, their school has continued to grow a larger number of scholars each year. Each year they have a number of teams go on all the way to the Tournament of Champions. And I know that his students love him very much because I've heard them tell me personally. Last year, their school also hosted the regional round that his school participates in. And he goes sometimes to unusual lengths to support his scholars. Last year at the regional round, his scholars dared him to dye his eyebrows a certain color. I believe they were the colors of Skittles if they were to qualify for the Tournament of Champions or something like that, or the Global Rounds. And as a supportive coach, of course he did. He came unashamedly with rainbow-colored eyebrows for the rest of the round. And I know his scholars love him so much. From Japan, from Doshisha International Junior and Senior High School, the first Coach of the Year, Mr. Simon Goddard-Whedon.
Don't go anywhere, Simon.
Our second Coach of the Year is a coach that has been with us for 4 years now. And it was a coach that I did not have the privilege of inviting to the program, but a coach that over the last couple of years, I've gotten to know very well. And this is a coach that started out with a delegation of no more than a couple of teams. But in the years that followed, this coach grew the program at their school, first to over 10 teams, and this year to over 20. This is a coach that joined a program at a round in a city that had already had many, many large delegations. However, this coach forged a path for her delegation and for her school and for her scholars. In fact, 2 years ago, when the World Scholars Cup was at a time of need in Australia, when we were at a point where we had no host for our round, our largest Australian round in Australia, when we had no host for our Perth regional round, this coach opened up her arms, she opened up her school, and she graciously hosted us. She hosted us so wonderfully, and it is absolutely clear she's not just an excellent coach, not just a champion of the program, but a true friend as well. And it is with much honor I welcome to the stage Miss Tanya Atherton. Thank you so much for all that you have done for our program in Perth and for all that you have done for the World Scholars Cup.
Our third Coach of the Year will be presented by an individual that many of you have talked with in the weeks and months leading up to this event. A year ago, I asked this individual if he would feel comfortable becoming the director of all our global round planning. He said yes with great enthusiasm, and now he has much more gray hair. We'd like to welcome to the center of the stage my dear friend, Vaishali Thukral, to present the third Coach of the Year.
Thank you, Daniel. It is a great honor and privilege to introduce to you the next Coach of the Year. This coach comes to us from a school that first participated in the program in 2012. And this coach was instrumental in introducing the program at her school. She is a terrific mentor to her students. They adore her. She helps them not only in their academics, but also cares a lot for their overall well-being. And the results of her efforts have been outstanding. Without further ado, I would like to welcome to the stage, from my home country of India, from the city of New Delhi, from the suburb of Rohini, from the Heritage School, Miss Vaishali Thukral. Please join us on stage. Thank you for all that you have done your past 8 years. Thank you.
To present our fourth Coach of the Year, I'd like to call to the stage someone else who has been at the back end of this entire program, this entire global round, working her heart out this week and the weeks leading into it. Many of you have met her. Those of you who haven't should, because she is an incredible individual, a former scholar, and a forever champion. Please welcome to the stage Miss Julie Wang.
This coach joined us many years ago that we first know of in 2015 in a school that is not currently his own, but there he helped populate a program that became one of our most joyful delegations in the wonderful city of Jakarta. Since then, his students have not just traveled far and wide to our global rounds, to the Tournament of Champions at Yale University. They have not just fielded champion scholars, but also one of our own staff members. Some time ago, he wrote us, and he said that he was moving on to begin a new journey at a new school in a new country. And he reached out to us and he asked, what can I do to help start the World Scholars Cup program at my new school? He asked not just for general advice, but he also asked us to give him specific questions to ask us how to best engage this new group of scholars that he had not been so familiar with. And we know that his passion through the program has permeated not through the last 5 years he's been with us, but through these two countries as well. And his delegation here might not be the largest, but we hope and we know that through time, they will grow to become some of our most joyful students here. I would like to present the next Coach of the Year award to Thomas Bravo, currently at the Shenzhen Hoda Academy.
And to present our fifth Coach of the Year, we'd like to call to the center of the stage the Managing Director of the World Scholars Cup, Mr. Jeremy Chumley.
Thank you, Daniel. This is a privilege and an honor to do. There are coaches who we don't always get to spend a lot of time with. Maybe they don't host our rounds or take us out for burgers. Maybe we're not friends with them on Facebook or WhatsApp, but they're always there. This coach in particular, if she weren't at one of our big rounds in her city or at a global round for the past 5-6 years, we'd call a missing person report and say, where is she and where is her school? Because they've been at the background of everything we've done for the past several years, from regional rounds in Singapore to the global round in Singapore, and probably in places before that. Her students have enjoyed tremendous victories in the program. They may do it again here today. We would like to give our incredible thanks and gratitude and appreciation to Fenty Goltum from Sekolah Victory Plus in Jakarta, in Indonesia.
Now, scholars, before these coaches leave the stage, we think it's only right if we ask them to step a little bit closer to the scholars who they've supported so that we can all give them one final huge round of applause.
And scholars, as they stand before you on stage, may we ask all the coaches of this community to stand on their feet, even if we cannot see them, and let us applaud them as well for all that they do. Thank you all so much.